Everybody, we are entering our next series. It is now another game number 1 in another best of 3 in another TVP. Looks like these are the teams of Terrans and the teams of Protosses, because once again we have an impressive play Terran coming up. It is me for the win. IP, me for the win, being the purple Terran in the bottom right, going to be going up against Clash Mercy, the yellow Protoss in the top left. We are on Ohana yet again. ESEA Ohana, because we cannot take away the nice fancy overlays, so I can actually give you guys that full battle, which I like to do so much. Still, we are in for a wonderful series. Mercy is going to be the next Protoss for Clash, and he is going to be wanting to take this series. In fact, whoever takes this series is in a great spot. The person who wins this series is going to give their team a 2-1 lead and a little bit of breathing room, because it means no matter what, at the very least, they force this series into an ace match. It is the first team to win 3 best of 3s that takes the entire clan. And you can go ahead, and if you get to 3-1, you just take it without need of an ace match. So it's going to be a big deal for whoever is going to be winning this series. Now, me for the win is a very strong Terran player from IP. We've seen him play a few times. He's got very solid TVP. I believe TVZ is his best matchup. He does a lot of crazy good attacking, just really smart attacking pathways. And as far as his TVP goes, he's got some beastly scary stuff, a lot of strong drops, and just really solid Terran all around, so that's really actually nice to see. Look at that scout, he actually even checks inside his main base to make sure there's no gateways going down. However, Clash has not shown to be a cheesy team. They are quite a just solid team. And right now, moving into the base of Mercy, we do see he's throwing out his gateway as a simulator, so we're not going to have anything weird like a 2-gate coming in against them. Still gonna have some odd things. Like I've seen, honestly, 4 gates are kind of getting a resurgence in competitive play in some of the clan wars that I've seen, where it's basically fake a 1-gate expand and go for a 4-gate and then just overrun your Terran opponent that way. Doubtful we'll be seeing that this game around. Me for the win is actually chosen to go for a non-standard wall off at first. Now we're having a tech lab coming in. Oh, he could have a seriously aggressive play from him. A 2-Rax is quite likely, actually. I think I've seen him do that in the past before, going for the Tech Lab and then the Reactor, and that'd be a seriously deadly thing. Let's go for a Reaper, expansion, because I've seen him do that too. That was TVZ that I saw him do that one in, though. We have a Reaper coming out. Okay, so it will be a Reaper expansion. And we're going to watch as the probe doesn't really get any as much of a scout. I don't think it was actually in range to see the Tech Lab. It was not in range to see the Tech Lab. That's unfortunate. So it does not know about the Tech Lab, so we could actually have this Reaper really catching Mercy off guard. Notice, though, there's not that much area that Reaper can really come in on Ohana. I believe it can come over here, but as far as it goes, it's the most likely area to travel is actually back here. We have the natural expansion come up here and move there into the mineral line. This is kind of similar to Shakur's Plateau's main base, and you have the top, middle, upside down, and happy face base over here that you can then move in and attack up. But we're probably going to see Mercy not take too much damage. We actually see him going down for a Robo. So we're going to have 2-gate Robo openers seem like it's going to come out of Mercy, which is really interesting. Probably going to see some kind of Colossi play out of him. Maybe even a weird Warp Prism kind of deal. That would be really entertaining as well. So I'd be happy to see that from him. As a lot of early game Warp Prism stuff doesn't really happen. Most people just get down that army and work from there. They'll harass and everything after they get a little bit of safety, but maybe we'll even see Colossus drops. That's just blatant wishing on my part, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. So me for the win's getting a little bit of an early stim, going for stim before the combat shield. And we have a couple more racks coming into play along with the command center. So this expansion is going to be significantly faster. You see Mercy's has gone down there. It's actually a 1-gate, 1-robo expansion. That's kind of unique. He's going to get out of his observer. It looks like he literally just wants his observer out. We don't see anything else queued up next. We could see an immortal in about 100 minerals time or so. But he's going to go ahead and throw down a pylon. Just smart, you don't get supply block. But this is actually kind of an interesting play to be safe. He has the Robo available if he really needs it, but it's essentially a 1-gate expand. You can see how his natural is delayed a little bit compared to a normal 1-gate expand, but it's kind of a unique touch to it that I do enjoy from Mercy. I'm very curious as to how it's going to actually follow it up. We see, oh yeah, Immortal's getting actually chronoed out right now. We could have a weird, big Sentry Immortal push from him. Now that would be cool to see. That would be a really interesting bust coming out of him. Let me for the win's go ahead and start mining happily. And we see here a scan from him as well. He's going to go ahead and scan. Doesn't really see anything big except the work is done and the robo is in play. He's probably not going to have the scan last long enough to see the immortal, so yeah, there's the immortal going to be popping there with their nice, huge amounts of DPS. And there we have the SCV going to run into the front. I think that didn't see the natural expansion. Me for the win. He missed that. He may not think there's a natural expansion. He sees the number of sentries, though. He's got to assume that. Unless there's a bunch of hidden gateways or something. But we're going to see how defensive he's playing. Oh, yeah, he's playing defensively. Look at the position of these bunkers. He really actually thinks that something weird is happening. I don't think he thinks there's a natural. I think he's completely clueless as to the fact that the natural is there. He scanned and saw all the probes there because the natural wasn't quite done. But the awkward timings of everything seem to be messing with me for the win's read of the game. Yikes, that can hurt a lot. His combat shield's almost done now, but we have no factory out quite yet. Okay, there's the factory going down, along with the second refinery. But he's got 4 barracks. So he's got good, healthy marine production, but not so much in terms of Marauders. In fact, he's actually going for pure marine right now. So Mercy is just continuing to chrono out away. He's getting out his Colossus. There's his Robo Bay. He has no Sentinel Lance. It just now begins, but his Colossus is being chronoed out quite happily. And take a look at the rally. He's really working on hiding it. He's got a single Immortal and 4 Sentries, so this is actually really, really vulnerable to a lot of early pushes. If we saw the Zeus push, where you go out with that the 8 Marines at the start of the game, that would honestly wreck Mercy right now. That would have just destroyed Mercy's ability to do what he really, really wanted. Maybe able to go in and possibly even deny the expansion in the first place. But that's unfortunately did not happen. That's personally an incredibly strong and annoying opener to deal with as Protoss. But Mercy right now is just happily sitting back, macroing up. He's going to be getting out his Colossi. His worst Colossus is out. His first Colossus, I think I said worst Colossus for a second, but I mean apparently we already have an inferior Colossus with another one's on the field. That just seems a little, yeah. But his Extended Lance is not getting chronoed out at all. Looks like we're going to see a big, probably 3 Colossus push out of him. Or maybe even 4 Colossi, we'll see. But it's kind of looking like he's channeling a little bit of Squirrel from the IPL and going for a big Colossus push. I mean, Squirrel just destroyed Terrans with a bunch of Colossi all-ins. But the barracks are going to be added by me for the win slowly. We do have the reactor starport in play. No medevacs out as of yet. Nope, not a single medevac is out. We see the first 2 just now beginning. And with this SCV running around, we're actually going to be able to just miss that the proxy pawn disappeared. Got put over there. So Mercy plays over here. That'd be a beautiful spot to have it, but since I'm me for the win, just right now waiting for a proxy pawn to be thrown down in this area, which is quite logical. It is a common spot for them on this map. Now we go. Here we go. We got the 3 Colossi. Their Extended Lance is done. They're going to be pushing forward. We have a lot of sentries, an Immortal, a Stalker, and 3 Colossi. This is a seriously dangerous push. The forces are going to force a lot of the bio to bunch up, but if we get an engagement in the open, me for the win should be crushing this. He'll be able to get a huge spread of units, stim, run in, full surround, but now we're going to watch him attack. The Colossi are there, though. We're seeing Marines stimming forward. There we have the forces blocking it so much. The Colossi are just tearing everything apart. Look at the strength of those Extended Lances. The forces blocking out a lot of those units. The Marauders completely boxed away. The Marines just melt, and this is looking like a very dangerous push. We have the proxy pylon allowing for a lot of stalkers to be coming in, and we do have a turret on the front. That's not going to get a range to kill the Colossi though. But there we see the stim moving forward. We have some Immortal adding a lot of anti-armor DPS, and there we see the death of that bunker. That is not going to be lasting too long. And it looks like we're going to be in for a big push, and me for the Wind's going to be really hard pressed to actually defend this and push. There's so many Colossi, and with so, my god, the DPS is insane. SCVs are being pulled and everything's going to be coming off the line. But we have 1 Viking on the field. Oh god, 4 Colossi, a lot of Stalkers. And it's looking like we're going to be seeing me for the win in a really rough spot. He does have a few medevacs out to try and defend this, but there is a whole lot of damage coming in him. 1 Viking is not going to be allowed. A lot of Stalkers are there. The sentries are now dealt with, but guess what? Marauders on the high ground are going to start trying to hit the Colossi, but they're not even taking that much damage as these are coming in, and this is just a crushing push. Me for the win is looking like he is going to be quite dead. Holy god, we have the Marauders now coming to the right. We could see 1 Colossus fall. No Colossi fall. No Colossi fall. So that is actually it. That is game 1 going in a really decisive manner. to clash. I mean, Mercy just showed no mercy, really. And that is game one going to him. And we're seeing me for the win. Go ahead and take the series or not, but he's got to win 2 games in a row to do it.